Good morning, traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So we ended up yesterday with a pretty big gap down and then rapidly closed the gap and rallied a little bit. So yesterday was pretty much a 500, 500 point day. Okay, now this could be seen as a piercing pattern. So in other words, we gap down and we closed up halfway into the previous day's candle. That is possible. And the other thing to take note of is the importance of the inside tail. There's my inside tail there, so that's a fractal. There's no other fractals in this area, and that's exactly where the buyer stepped in off. Okay, now we do have a grouping of the stochastics far apart, and we are in the buyer zone. Only concern I have is we have a crossover in the moving averages. So for me, there are a couple of things that I need to watch out for. There's my breakout, okay, and then there's another one there. So those are both my inside tails. Both of them are fractals. Both of them are inside tails. Prices come past them. So that is what I'm expecting to be tested. That is also, excuse me, the head and shoulders. Okay, shoulder, head, shoulder. So let's just come to the 3 hour. You'll see that a lot clearer here. Okay, there's the shoulder. There's the head. There's the shoulder. So both these fractals here, which are daily fractals as well, are pretty much the neckline. Okay, so remember we've got a crossover of the moving averages on the daily, and we also are in a downward trend on the 3 hour. Yes, we are moving up at the moment, but I do suspect that this is going to be a test of the neckline. Okay, challenge that you do have is if we do test there, you're looking for a pretty large 1,300 point stop loss if you work according to a breakout strategy, head and shoulders breakout strategy. But I think for me, we'll find something better on the lower time frames. Concern that I do have, though, is that the closing breakout strategy, again, gap down to hit the targets to the downside, but then rallied and broke the range to the upside. And that is often a signal of indecision. Okay, you often see that in turns as well. So it is possible that this maintains. In other words, that we sort of rally a little bit further. Okay, we do have a diagonal trendline breakout as well, but I'm going to use this one over the last couple of days on the hour. You can see there it is there, and we've had a breakout. Okay, nothing really else. I can't take from the first two broke out some time ago, first two fractals that is. So what I mean is there's my first two fractals, and there was a breakout some time ago of that one. Okay, so concerns that I have is this picture here. Okay, that's starting to group quite nicely, and that's already grouped. So this could just be the retest, which is what I'm assuming, and also we are below the 200 moving averages on the hour. So I'm really keen to start looking for shorts at 51,970 and 52,126. Okay, my view, if I look at the 4 hour or the 3 hour, the trend is down. Okay, daily we have a crossover of the moving averages. So it's very possible that this is a change in direction. We've got a head and shoulders pattern. We're looking like we're going to retest the breakout of the moving average as well as the head and shoulders and continue on our journey down. Okay, so let's just get down to the half hour. That's the one that we're really interested in. Okay, so yesterday and sort of had this small little opening range and then a massive rally to come up and close a gap. And then indecision for most of the day and then a rally into the close. Not sure why, but while the US markets, well, the global markets have been rallying, we've been falling. And now that the global markets are stagnant or starting to fall, we're rallying. So anyway, anyone's guess what's going on. For me, I think the closing range strategy is not really something that I'm looking for at the moment, considering the track record over the last couple of days. Friday it played out quite nicely. Thursday was a fake out. Wednesday was a fake out. Tuesday was a fake out. Yeah, so anyway, I'm looking at these two levels here. Okay, 51,972 and 52,126. Those are my levels. I'm looking for price to get to those areas, and then I'm looking for a short. Right now, 10 cents is down 1%. US markets closed. Let's see the Nasdaq. Nasdaq closed down 0.7%. The S&P was down 0.5%. And the Dow was down 0.4%. So pretty much all global markets were down. The Nikkei is flat at the moment, and Hang Seng is down 0.7% right now. Okay, crude oil is also down, and the rand dollar 14.19. So not much movement from yesterday. Yesterday it was hovering around 14.20. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Is this barbed wire here? These tails to top, tails to bottom is indecision. Okay. It did continue. So the first trend of the day was up, and then it continued. So understandable. But I'm looking at these two levels. Okay. So 51972 and 52126. Bear in mind we may not get there. So if this thing starts moving to the downside, it may not get there. Okay. So what you'd be looking for is also, I'm almost tempted to say the closing range, but it's 100 points. It's not even worth it. So I'm looking for shorts. That's the bottom line. If we don't get to these levels, then what I'm looking for is a break of this fractal here. Okay, so if we get through this level here, and this is pretty much the area where the buyers have stepped in for 2 days. So if we break below this again, that will give us 51642. That will give us an opportunity, and then you've got the stop above the high of yesterday, which is a 300-point stop loss. That is acceptable at the moment. Okay, so that's my view at the moment. Definitely looking for shorts, just looking for that entry. So preferably up here. If we don't rally or don't sort of bounce up to this area sometime through the morning, then definitely looking at a break below 51642 or 51640, I think. Okay, before we go, let's just switch across to the ichimoku. I've noticed something on global markets is that the 1 hour ichimoku seems to be dictating a lot of the trends at the moment. So here we have a bullish crossover, but that's pretty much it. There's no, remember, for a signal you're looking for Chiku span, which is a brown line, to break above price. So it must be up in this area here. We're then looking for a twist. In other words, this must go green, the cloud must go green, and then we have the crossover. So we've only got 1 out of 3, so that's not really a decent signal. And then what I find going to the 4 hour, you'll see a different picture. We've broken through the cloud, so I would expect a retest of the cloud break, which this could be the retest of the cloud break. Basically, another way of looking at it would be, I think let's just do it on the hour. Another way of doing it would be, we have a wedge. See that? If you look on the 4 hour, it's broken through the cloud, it's coming back to test the cloud. And you should be looking for an entry short at this stage on the 4 hour. I still believe his head and shoulders is in play. So just looking for an area where, so there is an inside tail, there's the one inside tail, and there's the other inside tail. Okay, and your stop could actually be, it's still a 400 point stop loss, so it's still above this fractal here, which is above Kitchenson. Okay, so we had a crossover here, or we had a crossover back here. Price broke through, we've had a twist, we've now broken through the cloud, we're coming up to test the cloud, and my Williams percentage R is coming back up. So this is all indicating that this is the breakout we should be looking for our entry short. And the daily is still bullish at this stage, but that's not to say that it may change shortly. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Looking for shorts, but looking for one of those levels to get tagged. Another view, this is on the hour, on the half hour. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 bullish signals. So there are bullish signals here. Okay, but anyway, that is my view at the moment. So looking for shorts, but preferably off these two levels. Okay, 51960, alternatively 52109. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.